One of the main reasons I got the World of Outlaws 24 game was so I could do exactly this, the Chili Bowl, a race that I've never been able to do in anything, and I was very excited to try and take it on here in the game, and I can tell you, it is not easy, to say the least. Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new video here on the World of Outlaws 24 game. Having a blast on this game as a dirt racing noob, still learning as much as I can, as quickly as I can here, and here we are racing the midgets actually around the Chili Bowl circuit. So such a tiny racetrack. You can see the pole time was 8.5 seconds. You are just flying around this tiny little racetrack here now as I am running the number 71 Yahoo car. Love this paint scheme now as we were ready to race in the heat. So if we want to advance into the A main from heat number 2, we have to finish in the top 5, and well, we started P5 and we have just 10 laps of racing here, and I'm running a 60 lap main Chili Bowl feature, which is a bit longer than the IRL race was that Kyle Larson won just recently, of course, for what, the second or third time. I think it was the third time he won that race. So Larson, of course, incredible dirt racer. Now as we get a yellow early on in this race. This is a track where we're probably going to see quite a few yellows with just how small this circuit is and how packed it is. So yeah, expect quite a few cautions throughout this episode now as we get back racing here. And honestly, restarts, you know, I think about from my NASCAR experience. I love restart opportunities in NASCAR heat, but we get into this game and I dread restarts. I mean, it just packs everybody so close together, and traffic management is a complete different animal in this game versus, you know, the other game that Monster Games had their development hand in the NASCAR games. Yellow is going to come out again, crash right in front of us there with a car tumbling. That puts us row 2 outside P4 with just a couple of laps to go in this heat. So very short heat that was mainly cautions. Now we're already on our third caution. It's going to be only 2 laps of racing here to kick things back off now as we're just settling in right behind Rainbold as we dive down into turn 3 and 4, nearly up into the outside. While we got Edwards there, not Carl, in front of us on this final lap of the heat. Just trying to play it safe here to take the P4 because I know this will put us into the A main, and we exit turn 4, crossing the stripe. 4th place it is, putting us comfortably into the A main. However, we'll be starting P14, so about mid-pack. It's not going to be an easy race, to say the least. It was Ryan Timms that picked up the win as we get ready for the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl Nationals here, and excited for this one. I can confirm this took me several attempts because it's not easy to manage all of the traffic in this game at this racetrack specifically now as we were ready to get rolling here. Tyler Edwards starting in P10. There's Trevor Klein in front of us, or actually behind us. 12th place for Elijah Gill as we are ready to go racing. I wish I could put my own name in on anything that's not career mode. It just goes with my Steam name, which you can add me on Steam, by the way, at Formula Owen. Here we go, the Chili Bowl Nationals A main underway. 60 laps of racing here from 15th position now, as it's all about traffic management, about patience as well. Patience is a big thing that I've been learning here in the sprint cars and of course the midgets and really any form of dirt racing. Patience is going to be your friend, but at the same time, when you're running on a circuit that's as small as this, the leader, you can see on the track map, is already closing in, and I believe they're also number 71, I'm just realizing, but yeah, they are within half a lap of us already, so you very quickly get run down by the leader if you're, well, not up front, so you have to be on it. Actually, I make a mistake, but then there's a crash right in front of us. Cautions out, and fortunately, when cautions out, you're not taking damage in this game, just like the NASCAR Heat games. I compare this to Heat games a lot because it's basically the same foundation as the Heat games, same developers, etc. Monster Games, although it's an iRacing game, Monster Games, who developed NASCAR Heat games, is also the developers of this game, and are also working with iRacing on developing NASCAR 25. Although, based off what we hear, I think NASCAR 25 will be quite a bit different from your typical Monster games here with the NASCAR Heat Series and the Dirt Racing Series. Now, as we continue on this outside, and after the restart, we're up to P13 here on lap 8 of 60. This is where I'm really feeling comfortable on the outside. Some tracks with the sprint car specifically, I really find a good comfort level running the inside, but here in the midget and on just the way this track is, I wasn't finding much comfort on the inside and trying to make passes. It just wasn't really working out for me, so I was really committing to the outside, which was kind of costing me a little bit as well, because if you've got this right here, cars in front of you on the top, it's hard to go forward now, and that's going to be an accident. I was reacting to that, and actually no caution, and I was expecting a yellow. I ended up putting myself into the barrier, trying to avoid it. We maintained P16. We're lucky. We didn't really suffer much damage, but look at the track map. The damage is, well, the margin of gap to the leader, it's not much. The leader is closing in on us. P16 right now on lap 13. We need a yellow to make sure we maintain our lead lap positioning, as we are just hoping to see a little bit of chaos in front of us, or really anywhere at this point, just needing a yellow. And you can see some cars up there battling each other. If there's going to be anything, it could come from right there, and there it is. Actually, yellow is going to come out. We slide across the track and we go around, but that's okay. Caution's out, and we maintain the lead lap. We're actually the last car on the lead lap in P15. So that worked out pretty well. Still quite a few laps of racing. Anything can and probably will happen as we'll get back underway here, and it's going to be lap 17 coming to lap 18 of 60. Now, what can we pull off? 14th place, we really haven't gone anywhere. We've been kind of running around the same position that we started now, and look at those guys all over each other in front of us. Now, the AI, a lot of fun to race the AI because they're always changing lines and whatnot, so you don't really know exactly where they're going to go. Sometimes they'll run bottom, sometimes they'll go up to the middle, sometimes they'll go up to the top. I always am a firm believer as we're going to be involved in an accident. Caution's out again. We actually gain a few spots, but we'll get ready to go back racing again. But I'm a firm believer that Monster Games makes the best AI in oval racing games of any developer ever. They proved that in the NASCAR Heat Series. They're proving that right here as well in this game. I did see a comment in my last video that was just the first impressions video, basically, that from someone that's actually got some dirt experience, that there is some flaws here that I personally wasn't aware of, and that's the AI can, keep the same speed and momentum no matter which lane they run, which I have now noticed since that's been brought up. That's something that I've definitely kind of fallen victim to, because you can't really do that as a player, so you're kind of at a bit of a disadvantage there, as another caution is going to come out here in the Chili Bowl. So a lot of accidents in the first half of this race. How long is this going to continue on for? Well, we just continue to have a caution fest now as we get back racked up all together. We're already about halfway through this race here in the Chili Bowl, and every restart, like I said, I dread, and there's a mistake. We hop over the back of Klein. We save it, thank goodness. But I dread these restarts because I'm just not comfortable yet racing this close with everybody with the just lack of dirt racing experience that I have. And even though this is more of an arcade game, it's still a very punishing game. So I was definitely trying to just take it easy at times and make sure I don't put myself in an awkward and compromised position here now as we're all over the back of Smith. One of the cars looking to my inside there, but we get clear. But I was really comfortable right here. If I can get up the outside, I can do that. Around the outside into P11, actually clipping the wall. And then we're going to fight back again on Smith. This is a tight little battle right here. He is not going to make it easy. Very close quarters. We're halfway now through the A main here in the Chili Bowl. Nationals crashing again in front of us. Caution's out. We're P12 at the time of the caution. Usually when a yellow comes out, I just hammer the throttle and hope for the best at this point, which is probably not the right idea. But the AI, they all do pretty well the same thing, so you don't want to lose positions. You just got to make sure you avoid the cars before the yellow comes out so you don't damage your car. As we're back underway, lap 34 of 60, and we continue on in about the same area that we've been in. Passing is quite difficult. I am running on the hardest AI difficulty, which is 105, and yeah, it's just, this is a track where it's not easy. I mean, you can see exactly why. It's so small. AI cover all lines, so it doesn't make it for an easy race for the player, but I like the challenge. It also emphasizes just how important the qualifying is and the heats as well. You got to perform all weekend long before you even get to the A main to put yourself in good position to be successful in the A main. So yeah, it's really cool. As now a caution's gonna come out again. P11, P12, no caution actually. We stay green. So that car was up and over on his side, but no, they stay green. They say, you know what, we've had enough cautions, let's keep it going here. So we're running for P11 with Smith. We've been having a heck of a battle with him in recent laps, and now behind Drake as we continue in towards turn number 3, looking for a top 10 position. And unfortunately, you can see right there, they're running the outside, and I'm either going to have to, you know, go for a run on the bottom or just continue to wait. And another crash. Cautions down. We're up to P8. And no, are we green again? Yes, we stay green for the second time. So less than 20 laps to go. That's 2 times in a row where we thought maybe a yellow was coming, and now I'm going to be maybe the reason for the yellow. No, we stay green, and I make my first big mistake of this Chili Bowl, and now we go back down to P13, and we are once again not far from going a lap down here as we come up towards the final 15 laps of racing. And there it's going to be, that has to be a caution, right? Yes, it is, and we get back up to P10. So we make a mistake, we lose the positions, we gain them all back with an accident. Things are going quite well and starting to look better as the race goes on, as we continue to slowly reel our way forwards through this grid. But we only have 15 coming to 14 laps to go as we take the green flag. So not a lot of racing. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way, but I watched the Chili Bowl, of course, in real life just recently, the one that Kyle Larson won. I could have sworn they had single file restarts. I could be wrong, but I swear they had single file, at least I thought. But here we are, just double file the whole time. They're trying to crash in front of us. They save it, thank goodness. Now, I have noticed the game punishes you a little bit if you kind of use up the wall a little bit, ride the wall a little bit. It'll seem to slow you down going on the run into the next corner. So there is a penalty that kind of, it's a self-policed penalty by the game that forces it on your car, it seems like. So that's a nice little feature that's in the game there now, with now 9 laps to go in the Chili Bowl, and we're continuing to run for a top 10 position. Right in front of us, crash, putting us P9, P10 at the time of the caution. Again, we'll restart on the outside, row 5, and I think that's my goal. Try to end this race in the top 10. I would be quite happy with that, and we just got to hang on a few more laps now, as we're going to go to 7 laps remaining as we restart this race. Green flag back out. Can we find a few more spots? Throwing it all the way to the outside, around the outside, a move for P9. Can we go up for P8? No, I don't think so. Klein's got that covered off. We're 3 wide briefly on the exit of turn 4. I think we were battling for 9th and 10th, looking for 8th. Another crash in front of us. That's going to maybe be a yellow, yes, and we were P9 at the time of the yellow. So many accidents in this race. You can turn the AI accidents down. I had it about at I think it was a 6.5 out of, I think, 10 for this race, so it was only a little bit over a 50-50 chance of crashing. So I was a bit surprised, and I actually caused an accident. If you look in the mirror, I clipped a car. Then I'm going to bring up my first caution of the race. That was embarrassing, and we'll stack them back up once again and go for another restart. And there's only a few laps of racing at this point, and it's gonna be 3 laps to go, and it's a bit of a slow restart there on the inside. We maintain P9. Fortunately, we're clear. An opportunity to jump back up to the outside as we go through in towards turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps to go. Do we make it back around, or will we see a yellow forcing a green-white checkered now half a lap? Can we make it back to the white flag? Cycling through 3 and 4, and they're crashing on the final lap, and caution's gonna come out, and that will force a 2-lap dash. So I'm not fully familiar with the rules of dirt racing. Is it does it have to end under green? Because we were on the final lap, and a caution comes out and forces overtime. So we get back underway from P8 It's a 2-lap sprint. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments so you guys can kind of give me some information if you're familiar with it. Now, beating and banging in front of us there as we continue through 3 and 4. White flag in the air. We're P8. We would gladly take P8 here as we exit turn 2 down into 3 and 4 for the final time. We're not going to get any more positions, not close enough. P8 in the Chili Bowl Nationals. We will gladly take that after starting outside the top 10, surviving a lot of chaos, and the winner is Cannon McIntosh over Gavin Miller, so we'll gladly take though P8. If you guys enjoyed, you know what to do. I'll see you guys soon for more dirt racing videos here on World of Outlaws 24. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.